but it shouldn't feel like a significant amount of effort. And if you do put in a significant amount of effort, you really want to make sure that you celebrate that effort immediately after it's finished. Celebration is a really important part of locking in habits. This is a thing that's going to pour gasoline on the fire of building a new habit, so to speak. And it feels really silly at first, but honestly, being uncomfortable, there's this big phrase, right? That, you want to get comfortable doing things that are uncomfortable. And that applies to things outside of difficult workouts. That applies to things like leaning into emotions that are uncomfortable. That applies to things like having conversations that make you vulnerable. It also applies to doing things that might make you feel silly. So if that means affirmations, if that means practicing gratitude, if that feels silly to you, those are things that we know work well. So those are things that are also uncomfortable that you should lean into. And so celebration is one thing that, I initially felt like, oh, this is silly. I don't want to do this. But celebration is actually a really good way to lock in habits, because what you're doing is you're retraining your brain to associate the feeling of celebration with whatever activity preceded it. So if you are doing a new habit and you exert a lot of effort, you need to celebrate that. You need to lock that in. You need to make your brain realize that the effort was worth it by celebrating. So celebrating for you could be raising your arms in the air and saying, yeah, or it could be jumping up and down. Maybe it means doing a little victory dance, whatever it is. But you want to do that little celebration immediately after you finish whatever this activity is or this habit that you're trying to lock in. And very important that you make a big celebration if you put in a big amount of effort. Hope you enjoyed that. Click over here if you want to watch another clip from the podcast. If you haven't subscribed, click over here to subscribe and check out full episodes on any major podcasting platform, full video episodes on the Better Man Podcast YouTube channel.